Y'all, what are we doing? Okay. I am irritated right now because you were supposed to go home. Huda, you were supposed to be on a plane with your passport stamped and off to your daughter. Okay. You were supposed to go home. What are we doing? I know production has to be so pissed off right now, but happy low key at the same time because they get more drama. But at the cost of what? Okay. Now I'm Denise Brady. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. And before y'all come in my comments saying you're a bully. You have opinions. I am a human watching a reality TV show, and then I'm a therapist. Okay. So if you are new here, tap in, like, subscribe, join the membership is on your dime. But no, for sure, your girl has opinions, thoughts, and emotions. Now, we start this episode on the cusp of the spiral, the crash out, the toxicity of the relationship of Huda and Jeremiah. Now, my thoughts going into this episode after watching the last one is that, oh, okay, watching the previews, production is like, we got to do something. Because in my thoughts, my opinion, Huda is a liability. She's unpredictable, she's irritable, she's chaotic. And for most reality TV shows, that would be a good thing. But now, even the cast at the beginning, y'all, because we're going to get to them at the end. The cast at the beginning of the episode is also distancing themselves. We saw last episode how some of them did not feel safe around her being with Iris. Well, I shouldn't say safe, but from the outside, it looked like they were concerned. Let's use that, not feeling unsafe. They were concerned about Iris and her having a conversation one on one. Okay. And then we come into this episode and people are walking on eggshells. Taylor is giving the bombastic side eye. He is very memeable. Okay. He is a meme, a walking meme. But Jeremiah, you like punishment. You like being in these situations. It's something about you that is it the money? Is it the, like I said, the grip around the thing at night? What is it really? Because you was gonna go back over there and attempt to be with her, have a conversation. I don't know. It's chaotic. And going into this, I really believe that production was like, huh, is this a liability? Is this a liability? Maybe we jumped the shark on this, casting her. Maybe we went a little bit too far because she's unpredictable. And when you have people living in close quarters in this type of setting for what, 6 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that, it becomes a safety issue that you don't know what she's going to do. One minute she's happy, one minute she seems okay. I don't even know. Have we seen her happy? We've seen her happy. I'm gonna say one minute we see her okay, and the next minute she flips it. And I, started to think about it as a therapist. Are we seeing some personality disorder traits here? Now, in my last video, I thought she was a little bit anxious. I thought she had more of an anxious attachment style, but after kind of sitting with it and thinking about it a little bit further, I'm seeing some more disorganized attachment style. And with that, I'm seeing some type of personality traits. So I'm wondering, she appears to be a little bit unstable. Now, it is unstable to the point of a manic episode. Is it unstable to the point of some borderline personality disorder traits? What's really going on here? Is it that maybe before she came to the show, she may have been on medication, and maybe, some of these shows don't allow you to take your medication onto the set with you. So could it be that? But it's giving more to me than just I was love bombed. And for those of you who are like, you've never seen someone who's been in a relationship when they have been love bombed. Yes, I have. I've been in the game for quite some time. And two things can be true, baby girl. You can be love bombed, but also come into the relationship with your own shit. Okay. and have your own issues outside the love bombing that contribute to the foundation of your relationship, pouring water onto that concrete. And that's what we're watching them do, is pour water on concrete. And everybody's tired of it. Everybody's tired of it. And so in the beginning of this episode, I really thought, oh, production put together a scheme. How can we get rid of her? Because to me, the way they are eliminating people, I have not seen in past seasons. These games, someone has to leave right here, right now. Normally we get like one elimination a week, probably what, on like a Sunday night, maybe a Tuesday with a cliffhanger because of the no episodes on Wednesday. But it's giving something else. Okay. So Huda is sucking up the energy of the room. People are walking on eggshells. She can't even sleep in her own bed. She has to go and sleep, like sit on the wall in the hallway. She's upset with Jeremiah because he slept with Iris. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're on this show and you recouple with somebody, you're supposed to sleep in the bed with them, right? I'm sure in the past season we've seen people couple up and they weren't really interested in that person. They go sleep by themselves. But she's mad because he slept in the same bed as Iris. But that is part of the show. So I'm wondering, do you realize you're on Love Island? You do know what show you're on, right? So everybody's like tired of the dynamic. Alandria's like, is it Alandria? Alandria is saying they don't want the couple to be fixed. Let it be. We don't need this energy. Okay. Jeremiah pulls her over to a chat where she wraps her legs around him, her feet. I'm exhausted. It was exhausting to watch. What you gonna do, girl? You want him or you don't? Jeremiah, what you gonna do? You want it or you don't? Okay? Because you're both money motivated. It's not love motivated. The foundation of this relationship is not in a good space of, let's see this get somewhere past the show. No. Keep it in this bubble and pop the balloon. Pop it. Okay? It should have been popped a long time ago. But I'm like, okay, production is seeing that we got to get rid of her. She's become a liability. Her castmates are uncomfortable. So we get to Miss Maddox. Okay. Our host. I wasn't really feeling her hair too much. Okay. It was giving very much Idra Magini, but the body was banging. Y'all can't say her body is tea. Her body is banging. And the outfits this season have been so good. I do like when she's a little bit more blonde than she would when she's a more like dirty blonde this season. But the body is tea. Okay. So they see her pop up, and it ain't good news when you see her. And I also wonder, as they're putting together the whole setup for this evening, are they in the dressing room getting dressed? Like, where are they at when they set up all these doors? Because I'm sure they're curious. I'm sure they are outside. They're watching, unless they're doing this all while they're eating dinner somewhere and getting dressed for the evening, probably. So we see all these doors, and it's said that, okay, the girls must go behind this door, tap into these flip phones that they're trying to bring back. Everybody's nostalgic about the 2000s. So they're trying to bring back the flip phones. And they're supposed to put in who they feel like will open the door for them. Okay? And whoever's left without a match can be vulnerable, which means also that you can be kicked off tonight, which I don't think she said until the very end, but you are in a vulnerable state. Okay? Now, some of them were predictable. I really wish I noticed that sometimes when people went to the door, she announced, "Oh, Austin, you're standing in front of Amaya's door," but other people she didn't announce. Okay, did y'all notice that detail? Because why not announce everybody? But I really was like, don't say who in front of the door. Don't. Just have the door turn and that person be surprised at who it is. Okay. But Austin and Amaya, That don't seem like her regular type. That's her TV type. That's I'm trying to collect a check, a 1099, a direct deposit, that ACH to hit my account type. Okay. And Austin is just feeding into it, eating it up. Side note, is it just me or do y'all see some neurodivergency happening with Austin? When I hear him talk, the way he processes things, from the beginning, I thought that maybe he was neurodivergent. Um, Let me know, do y'all think the same thing or is it just in my mind? No judgment, but I'm just interested to see what other people believe and think. Do they recognize themselves in any of these people? One of those people being Austin. Okay, so when he chose her, it wasn't too shocking. You could tell that Shelly was a little bit shocked. And Shelly says, I wish I had known that there was a match happening between them, but just you're so caught up in Ace that you're not paying attention that somebody else is entertaining your mans. Okay, how did you not notice that? The villa is only so big. I also think that Shelly is playing the game just as much as Austin. Sorry. Just as much as Ace is playing the game. Okay. The fact that, they end up choosing each other. Come on now, y'all. They both playing the game. Austin is not Shelly's type either. She was not that her when he chose the other girl. Okay. Pepe and Hannah. Hannah's very young. Pepe, do he got a personality? He really does not seem like he has much of a personality going for him. He's very quiet. Um, so that I was not surprised about. Who else? Now let's get to the real shit. Okay, let's get to the real shit. Okay, now who should we talk about, y'all? Trying to remember. I'm really trying to remember. Now we have Pepe and Hannah. We have Austin and Amaya. I was also not surprised about Nick and Sierra choosing each other. I'm glad that Nick got rid of that cold sore. Was it a herpes outbreak? Okay, I'm glad he got rid of that. He cleared up. Okay, he chose Sierra, which is not surprising. Nick seems to be a little bit calming down and not so lustful. I'd be very curious about when Casa Amor happens. He liked the new shiny toys. He liked the the box. Okay, so I'm like, is he gonna be committed? I don't think so. I think he's toning it down now. But wait till he in the candy shop. Wait till he in the candy shop. Sierra who? Sierra who? Okay. Now we also get down to um Taylor and Olandria. And you can tell a look on her face behind that door. She felt bad because she knew Taylor is just like who I'm fucking with right now. We have a connection. That's my guy for now. So she knew. And it's kind of sad because, old boy is a regular Joe. He don't go back to his regular life. And it is what it is. Sorry. Okay. And then we get down to Huda, Jeremiah, and Iris. Now, Iris to me is a pretty girl, but I also have not seen much of her personality either. The three bombshells that came in together, I just don't see a lot of personality from them. Okay. Now, it's Jeremiah's turn. And production is back there like, please, please, okay, please do us a solid. We set this whole night up for this one moment, Jeremiah. So at first it looks like he might choose Huda, who's sitting back there. She wanted to be chose. The whole theme of their relationship is I want to feel chosen. But every time he attempts to choose her, you're critical. You put him down. You knock him down. How can you be in a relationship with someone who continues to, as soon as you appear, nah, cuz. You gotta come all the way back down so I can be higher than you and you can be down here. This is our relationship. Okay? So he jumps in front of a door. And I believe, our lovely host, I don't think she announced him being in front of Iris's door until I think he opened it. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. And you just see "Ugh, my life is over. He didn't choose me. He chose her." You hear that? Her calling him a liar. And everyone's shocked also. Ace with the damn. Everyone's surprised that he actually went a different route and didn't choose her, which we're going to get into a little bit. So he chooses her and says that the relationship seems healthy. She checked in on him when he was going through the most, which is interesting because he said all the things that Huda wanted and needed from him. Now, was it petty or was it his truth? All right. Which one was it? And she, when he turns the door, she also seems a little bit surprised that he chose her. So there's a lot of shock in these last probably 15 minutes of the episode. And so she's asked to come out of her door, Huda. Crickets. She gonna come out? She gonna stay in there? Trying to just pull herself together. And she got a blade on her tongue. She tries to read him for filth again, proving to the world, America, why we don't want y'all together, why we're trying to get him away from you. Okay. And I thought to myself, okay, she's going to go home. When we hear that now, I can't even remember the other guy's name. That's kind of bad. Was it Tristan? You two are now vulnerable and one of you will leave tonight. And I was like, okay, she about to go home, right? Because at the beginning of the episode, y'all was saying y'all was tired of the bullshit. Y'all tired of walking on eggshells. Y'all don't want to make this relationship work. Y'all not going to put it together. Right? Right? But then it comes down to each couple needs to stand behind who they want to save individually. Individually. And like, of course, everyone's going to go behind the guy, right? Wrong. Wrong. And I'm so confused. What happened? Was it loyalty? Was it because y'all a core pack? Because wasn't at the beginning y'all was saying that y'all was tired of her? Is it production behind the scenes that we can't see telling y'all where to step and who to stand behind? Because it didn't make sense. Like this episode took me on an emotional roller coaster. I'm just like, was this a scheme put together by Todd? Because I'm just like, I thought at the beginning I wanted her to go home. But then when it comes down to it, it was Ace, Nick, was it Taylor? And Jeremiah. Stand behind the other guy to support him in staying. Whereas everybody else stands behind Huda. And even Huda says, "Thank you, Ace." He's like, "Hell no." So why are you standing behind her? Why are you standing behind her? Make it make sense, y'all. Let me know in the comments what y'all think happened. But all the people who said we were tired of this, we don't want no more, her sucking up the energy of the whole villa, her unpredictability, her being critical. Y'all wasn't even looking at her in the beginning of the episode. Y'all was low-key talking mess about her, making up conversations when she walked by like y'all wasn't just talking shit about her. But then at the end, y'all saved her. So I'm hella confused. Why? What really happened? Because now she's still there, it ain't gonna get better, y'all. Y'all been sleeping in the same villa as her for 2 weeks and hasn't gotten better. No. And then we see the previews that if she still acts this way when she wakes up, then we're really done. What the fuck? Make it make sense because it doesn't make sense to me of why they chose to save her over the other guy. I get that he was a little bit more quiet. And then like Iris is crying, saying that both people deserve love. Why didn't you keep him then? Nick in the bedroom while he packing, saying at least your first trip out the US was to what, Fiji? You got your passport stamped. Y'all fake and phony. Fake and phony. Okay. I hate when people are packing up and then they want to say, oh, dog, I'm sad to see you go, dog. Like, how it would have been great for you to stay. You voted him off. Nick, you voted him off. And Jeremiah is just like, he got his head between his legs. Say that shit with your chest. If you're going to choose Iris, stand behind, I forgot his name. Was it Tristan? Stand behind him with your head high. He went over there. I'm not going to look. Don't see me. I'm invisible. Don't see me. See, this ain't no man. This is a boy in a man body. And like I said in my other videos, some of y'all women are used to raising children that y'all get partners that y'all raising. And this is going to be the next, 5 weeks? This is what it is. This is what it's going to be until it gets to a point that one of them really leave. Wouldn't it be crazy if they actually made it to the end? But I feel like there are some mental health issues going on with her. I'm not quite sure what it is because I'm not her therapist. I don't know her history, but there's something going on there. I hope it does not blow up in production's face that somebody gets hurt because she's unpredictable. Her moods are unstable. And having one person suck up the energy of the entire villa says a lot. And production, y'all also don't want to fuck up what y'all had last season. Y'all had a great season. Don't let one person ruin the brand. They should have figured out some other way to have her voted off and not have the cast do it because they failed. All right. It should have been another America's vote. Maybe I should have brought in some more bombshells, something, but it did not. The plan did not work. Okay. It really didn't. But the chaoticness of their relationship is a lot of people's dynamics. A lot of people are stuck in this. Like right when you try and get away, the person pulls you right back in. I see you moving on. I see you becoming independent. No, come right over. And Jeremiah, too, is a person who doesn't have high self-esteem, confidence, that he's susceptible to this emotional abuse, behavior, this emotional vampire. Okay, now she's not a bad person. She's just flawed and has a lot of issues that she needs to work on. But I think it would be better suited for her to leave the villa and go work on her issues at home, not on a TV show, not in front of America, because she gonna get off this show and spiral even more. So many people leave this show and have so many mental health issues because they go back home, they see the comments. They see how much America didn't like them, their decisions. And I just don't think there's enough things, therapy, and support put in place to help you as you transition back into the regular world. We've seen too many people on these reality shows, especially Love Island. I think more of the UK than the US version. People having mental health issues and they're no longer here. There's a lot of pressure. So that's why I think it would be better for her to go back home and work on her issues and not be in a relationship. And it's only a matter of time before the baby daddy come out and start spilling the secrets. Now he came out with some photos. He has not said anything about the relationship and things like that. At least I have not seen that. But it's only a matter of time, y'all, because everybody wants some clout, some fame, and some money. Okay. But I was pissed off at the end. Okay. Y'all became some wimps. What happened? But it's gonna blow up in everybody's face. Trying to be friends with everybody. I guess you do have to stand and villain with these people for the next 4 weeks. So maybe it's not the worst thing to try to be friends with everybody, but y'all know what I mean. Okay. But we gonna go live tomorrow for Hump Day and talk about these episodes. So make sure you stick around, you like the video, you subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. And I will see you, girl, in the next one. Bye.